Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin Kabelka with Canova, and we have a crazy honeycomb lavender clutch. It's very cool, and look forward to bringing that to you. So last week, the founder of our sponsor, Ship Your Reptiles, he was on the NFL Network, and they started talking to him about his love for reptiles, and he got to do one of the best, I think, synopsises of what we do in the ball python industry.
So what we're looking at are ball pythons. These are all the same species of python here, but my friend at Canova Reptiles, Justin Kabelka, has combined all these different color and pattern mutations to create essentially what are these wild and amazing looking different paint jobs on top of these snakes. So these are now 4 or 5, in some cases 6 different color pattern mutations that he has combined. So instead of using paint as our palette, we use these genetic mutations to create beautiful versions of snakes.
We were honored to be mentioned there, and those are our snakes in the pictures. Thanks so much, Chad. We love supporting Ship Your Reptiles. Guys, we use them literally almost every day. Between receive snakes or ship snakes, be sure to check them out for 40% off your next snake shipment. Let's go look at the clutches. So we're going to start with the basics. Kind of the baseline for this clutch was that we were trying to make lavender combos with leopard and blackhead as the base, and adding Enchi and Orange Dream and Yellow Belly and some of those other genes. So we'll start with how they look without the lavender, then we'll layer it on. So again, we're starting with kind of a base layer here of the leopard and blackhead together. Those two genes by themselves, they were first made by Ralph Davis, and it really, in my opinion, is a kind of a great base combo to really work a lot of things off of because they're very reactive together. The leopard really opens up all the blacks on the side. It interconnects the pattern a lot. You end up with an animal that's very striking. A great stripe on it, and just beautiful color and pattern. If you love dark, this is where you want to start with the leopard and blackhead. They're so great. So moving on just a little bit, this is adding Yellow Belly into it. You see Yellow Belly changes the kind of the color overall, gives it more of a rusty color, but you see it interconnects the pattern a lot, but check out the difference on the bellies. So the belly on the Yellow Belly one is completely different. Maybe this is one of the better examples of what Yellow Belly can do and why it got the name Yellow Belly. Because in some combos, it definitely ended up having more color to the belly compared to the white without it. So very interesting, and the head also changed a little bit with the Yellow Belly. Very cool combos. So the next one is when we got OD and Enchi to actually hit on that leopard blackhead base, and it really transformed it. This is the one we wanted to see as a lavender. And just a little spoiler alert, we got some amazing lavenders, but none of them were this combo because this snake would be bright neon pink and orange if it was lavender. But check out the same kind of leopard blackhead look. The OD makes it much more, I would say, soft looking. Also the Enchi as well. Makes it look soft and just beautiful transition here, beautiful colors. And I love the kind of the white belly there that starts on the side. It's a great fade down the side. Beautiful animal. Someday we'll see the lavender version of this one because it's double het lavender and pied. So a dreamsicle version would be pretty awesome. In fact, let's look at a snake that's a pied version of this from the same clutch. So here we have a snake that is Orange Dream, Blackhead, Enchi, pied, 100% het lav, so het dreamsicle. The only difference between these two, of course, is the visual piebald versus the het, and then leopard as well. So this snake, the visual pied version, is extremely low white. That's a kind of a factor of Enchi in there, which really changes a lot, but it's very dramatic. I love the colors. It's almost like a tiger stripes. Great contrast, and this one is truly striped all the way down the back. Very cool to see these side by side. So we're now into the actual visual establishment of the clutch. You can see what we were trying to accomplish by adding all those dark genes and then reversing the colors into lavender. Okay, so these two are absolutely amazing. This one's definitely being a ball python right there. Oh, he's coming out. So beautiful. This is an Orange Dream leopard lavender. It's Poss Yellow Belly. Very pretty. Check out just the colors on that. I love how golden they look along the belly. It's almost like a true translucent gold. It almost shimmers a little bit. It's quite interesting color. When of course you get the blackhead in there, you get that awesome effect of the striping plus the dark black stripes as well. But in lavender, it's completely white. All the black in the lavender becomes white, and all those browns that we saw in the leopard blackhead become the golden color. And this one I think is Orange Dream and possibly Yellow Belly too. So ODYB leopard blackhead. I wish it had Inchi, because Inchi would have just blown this snake up into another dimension. It would have been crazy with all the pinks and beautiful colors, but still, we have an amazing animal here. It's a lavender 100% het pied and a beautiful, beautiful combo. So we did get one Inchi lavender in the clutch, and of course we've hatched a few of these now. This is the Inchi yellow belly dreamsicle. Never get tired of them. This is pretty much the pinnacle of the dreamsicle project right now. We hope to get OD in this animal, or blackhead as well, but man, this thing is absolutely beautiful. And this is why we love the Inchi in there, because look at all those pinks coming in through the neck and everything. All those spaces that would normally be white in the pied saddles turns this beautiful pink, kind of almost a neon color. This is what dreamsicles can be, and we're really pushing the envelope later this year on this project. So from the very next clutch of lavenders, we get to show you guys these as well. This is a Confusion Inchi leopard blackhead lavender clutch. So we have all the same genes. These aren't het pieds, but with the Confusion edition, we get some crazy results, including this honeycomb snake. It's only the second time we've ever hatched one of these. Let's look at them. Okay, so the first one is the leopard blackhead Confusion lavender. So we're still working in the same kind of stratosphere as we had before, where we have the leopard blackhead adding so much white and just openness to the snake, really accentuating both the white and the orange. Really, really insane. Of course, the Confusion adds a whole nother level to that, because it really makes the pattern much more irregular and just really changes it up in a lot of ways. It really breaks up the striping and adds a lot more irregular pattern to it. Next one is an Inchi yellow belly Confusion lavender, and we talked a little bit in the Confusion video about how Confusion and Inchi don't play real nice with the pattern. In fact, it makes it so reduced pattern that in a way you kind of feel like you're missing something. But in the lavender, it actually makes it look pretty cool, because you do have these thin white stripes everywhere. It's dominated by a very orange coloration, and so I actually like it a lot in the lavender with the Confusion and Inchi together. And of course, with the yellow belly, you have a little bit more etching and edging on the side of the bellies. Very pretty, and a little bit of pink kind of coming in throughout. We're gonna keep watching that come in as it goes through some shed cycles. Now let's check out the star of the clutch, the honeycomb. All right, guys, so this is it. This is the second time now that we've ever made what we called the honeycomb lavender, and this was a complete shocker. I think it was 2 years ago when we made the first one. It's absolutely crazy. The pattern on it is completely unexplainably amazing, and it's completely different level of orange as far as depth of orange. Just comparatively speaking, next to a sibling here, you can see how that orange is a completely another dimension of deepness, and the pattern is absolutely wild. So the last one we made was a Pos het pied. He later proved to be het pied. He sired this clutch, and just check out the belly on that. We're so used to ball pythons having the white bellies that when you reverse all the colors and you have a heavy patterned belly, it's so odd to see a belly with bright orange creeping up the side from the base. And just check out that pattern, guys. There's nothing like it. I've never hatched anything like it. And I've actually really been itching to finally hatch one of these that wasn't a lavender. This, of course, is the second one we've made with lavender, but I've not hatched yet a snake with this pattern without the lavender, and I'm really curious to see what that looks like. I'd love to see it in a monarch and some of these other awesome color mutations. This pattern is to die for. All right, guys, what do you think? Is the honeycomb, is Confusion the secret ingredient for the lavender project? And what do you think of lavenders in general? It's an older project, but I think it's still surprising us in so many ways, and I love working with them. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you at the vlog next week.